Hello everybody and welcome. Ryan here, back again, Feroz Moto with another car review, and today we have a 2015 Fiat Abarth. This car has been on the Straight Pipes channel, I believe, and ever since I saw one of those guys, I knew I had to get my hands on one, and luckily today, the owner, Nam, here is letting me have a fun little rip here in our private closed course in Mexico. Anything you want to go over with the car? Anything you've done to it?
Just an intake, piggyback tune, so basic stuff. It's on lowering springs, and then it has some sticky tires.
Nice. What type of tires are we running?
The Echelair 651s.
Echelair 651s. Can't say I've heard of those before. Are they their own brand?
It's more of a drift tire, but
it
is a 200 tread wear.
Nice.
They do hook.
Awesome. And I see you have your custom camo wrap over here, which I think looks very nice. And we're gonna have some fun. So what's the story with this guy? How'd you get it? And what did you heard there was a lot to get it living again? Yeah,
originally I bought it. It had a blown head gasket. Paid $800 for it. Did a bunch of engine work, so head gasket, timing belt while I was in there, and that was probably about $1,000 in parts. But it's living again.
Awesome. And I'm excited to see what this guy can do. So we're gonna hop in, get situated with the seating. I heard the clutch is gonna be pretty interesting from what everyone's been telling me, but I'm gonna get my first impressions and hopefully we don't stall too bad. Alrighty guys, be right back. We are now seated in the car. It's a very nice and tight cockpit we got here. Here is the key, all fine and dandy. And we're gonna start this sucker up. Ooh. So yeah, she makes some cool noises. I'm gonna move my seat up a bit. So it looks like we want to get close and personal with this guy. Yep. But do you know the wheelbase dimensions? I think it's one of the smallest, right?
Yeah. I know it's like 5 feet wide. The wheelbase is pretty short. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. Give it a quick rev. Nice. We got our gauge here. It looks all digital, which is gonna be pretty cool. This guy's got 94,000 miles. Wow.
Yeah. Hit the sport mode button.
Sport mode, okay.
Gauge switches.
Ooh, gauge switches. Anything else that changes with sport mode?
Yeah, so it goes from 12 to 18 pounds of boost.
Oh wow.
So should hook.
Nice. So we're gonna put that guy down here. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on and we shall go for a little drive. Today is beautiful. The weather is super nice, so hopefully we get to enjoy some of it. And
gotta find it. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, and we're rolling. So this thing is yeah, I feel like I'm sitting right on the axle. Yep. It's on the rear axle, but it's a nimble little guy we got here. We're gonna make a left. Yeah, recording. Yeah. We're gonna see how it goes. So this guy's on lowering springs, you said?
Yeah.
That's a cool noise. Is that the blow-off valve or anything like that?
So that's stock. And stock exhaust as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it came rowdy from the factory.
Yeah. Rev match or anything on this guy?
Nope.
Alright, we'll see how bad I can butcher this.
It's got hill stop assist and that's about it.
Nice. I like the little blow-off noise.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys can hear that get picked up, but it looks like we have a bit of an opening here, so let's see if we can seize it. All right, here we go. Yippee! Just testing the brakes and everything. All right, not bad. Yeah. It'll downshift. Oh wow. So it's definitely got some roll. It's very whimsical, I'd say.
Yep.
I was just recently in the Veloster N, and that guy was pretty fun to chuck around. But so far it feels pretty tight. The power pulls quite nicely, and we'll see how it does here. Yeah, you're ready to chuck this guy. Oh, it sounds so good. Alright, we're gonna try to play with as much as we can. Get some push. Hard on brakes. It's so light, you can just chuck it around. I mean, these tires are doing a lot of work too, but it feels so safe pushing it. And again, it makes some really awesome noises. What's the displacement on this guy?
It's a 1.4 liter.
Yeah,
and it's
so
about,
cute.
Yep. Right now it's at probably 200 crank horsepower.
Yeah, I mean, it does not feel slow. It has a nice gradual surge of power, and yeah, I'm happy. I think the steering is a little, I don't know if it's vague, but I feel like the body's reacting more toward my input.
Yep.
A bit delayed, but nothing's scaring me here, so that's good. Red line, so everything's in the digital dash. I'm just kind of going by sound here, but we're going to do a quick UE and come back. But so far, manual is, I don't find the clutch too crazy. I mean, granted, after driving the Veloster N yesterday, I don't know if you saw the video, but
yeah,
I was struggling with getting that guy to move. Turning radius isn't horrible. And here we go. My bad.
Good.
It's a lot of fun, guys. I don't know if you can see from here, but it's like, it's just you and the car are one. I'm surrounded by pseudo armor like Iron Man, chucking this thing around, but it is so nimble. The weight is definitely a big difference that I could tell immediately coming from the Veloster N. Both these being front wheel drive platforms, but very, very composed. I think, yeah, for me to just jump in and drive at this level, no problems. It's you got yourself quite a contender here. Whew. How is it from the passenger seat?
Pretty stable actually.
Yeah, right. Whipping it pretty respectfully, I think, for its skill. But I'm sure if you tighten this guy up with like coils or something, it'd be like ridiculous. But for a stock exhaust, I think it's pretty perfect. It's kind of got all the noise you need without being way too obnoxious. The VN had a lot of pops and bangs. This guy, what is that? Roadkill, rough. Overall, I am ecstatic with this guy. So any other, did you say we're gonna turbo in the future, or do like a bigger turbo or something like that, or?
Right now it's pretty dialed. I would probably do coils if anything.
Yeah, suspension wise, I agree.
But I like the power level. I like the wheelbase.
Yep.
You can get it to rotate if you really want to.
Yeah, so. I mean, we're gonna push it to the extent that I'm very happy with right now, but you could really make this thing dance, especially with the tires you have on it right now. I'm sure you could really, really play around. So any problems with these guys? I heard they're like plagued with reliability issues, but are there like main ones you gotta fix?
Mainly, from what I've heard, they like to blow out head gaskets.
Okay.
But other than that, not much. And then a few electrical gremlins now and then. So pretty standard for cars, but it's not too bad with the head gasket.
Yeah, it's a very tight little engine bay to work with, though.
Yes.
But I guess everything is very easy to work on, though.
Yes.
Did you say? No, I wish I had more words, but I'm loving it. I think they did a really good job. I see why people really swear by these cars. They do a lot of performance, especially for its size and its power. I don't think it's any issue power-wise, but this is a bit tuned higher, right?
Yeah. Okay. So from factory, they're like 165.
Okay, so an extra 40 is definitely very helpful here. That's why I'm enjoying the heck out of it. But yeah, like I said, I think you dialed it in pretty nicely. I don't think I really changed anything except the suspension, as you were mentioning. But you see how this guy keeps up with us. Man, are you going to be tracking this on the day with us?
Yes.
Awesome.
So we'll get some track footage as well if you want.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun throwing this down at English Town. And we'll let her read again. You could just be on power all the time.
Yeah.
I never really understood that with front-wheel drive, or cars don't have too much torque to really upset it, but you just kind of let it go. Gonna have to run over Mr. Guy again. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That
Awesome.
was fun.
Yeah, that was a good run. Now that I actually know how hard I could really push this guy. I'm sure there's way more in there, but
yeah.
It's kind of the extent of how far I'm gonna go. Out of respect for your car, man. Don't want to end up in a tree, but awesome, awesome stuff. Okay. Oopsie. Doggy didn't like the blow off noises. What are these brake stock as well?
I have hawk pads on the front,
Okay.
so they grab a lot more.
Yeah, a bit more bitey.
And they don't fade as bad.
That's good.
Definitely found the limits on the last pad. So.
Were those stock or?
Yeah, they were stock pads before.
Nice.
So I threw some hawk pads on, and now I don't gotta worry about brake fade.
That's good. Yeah, I find this car very, very easy to drive. I want to say the Veloster is actually a bit harder. I mean, that could
More
just
power, you gotta deal with torque steer as well.
Yeah, that could just be me being a bad driver, but
Yeah.
hopping into this guy, I felt like I've already been driving it for a while. So
Yep.
I think it's a lot of props to how you set up the car, and then also just this platform itself being very, very true to its purpose. So
Yeah.
I'm loving it. The shifter too is in a nice, cool spot. I haven't driven a car that's up here. Kind of the old EP3 Civics had it like this,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So that's a nice, cool little homage. I mean, I doubt they're doing it for that, but it works.
Yep.
Very, very cool. We are going to pull this car over, take some photos, and enjoy it a bit more in this weather. It will have Nam give a couple of drives with me on the side. Get to experience it with his experience with this vehicle, but overall I am a big fan. I recommend this car a lot. I know they can be a little scary maintenance wise, but I'm sure if you get rid of some of those gremlins, you are in for a treat with what this car has performance wise. So that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Just want to say thank you, Nam, so much again for letting me have a rip in this car. Hopefully we'll see it again in the future on track, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Ryan out.